closer and closer, or has historically been close to Secretary Clinton in the polls. Do you feel that Secretary Clinton has changed her stances on some things in response to Bernie's popularity among certain demographics, or has he had no effect on the front runner?
I think that Hillary Clinton, she's changed her views. I don't think so much Bernie Sanders has caused it. She's changed her views over time. For example, while Bill Clinton was running for president, she said that she believed that marriage was between a man and a woman.
Right.
And now she's one of the biggest advocates of gay marriage and that agenda in America. So I would argue that Bernie has not forced her to change her policy as much as just the passing of time and the changing of minds of voters.
Well, do you agree with Blaine?
I do. I believe Bernie has been the same forever. Like, he's always been a democratic socialist. So he's been less changing than Hillary has been.
Luke, has Bernie pushed Hillary at all, or has she been the same Hillary?
I think she's changed a little, but Bernie Sanders, I think, has stayed the same, like as we're saying, with his views.
He's affected her, but she hasn't really affected his stances on things. Okay.
I have a question for you. As a teacher, education and how we educate our students is very near and dear to my heart and important to me. What's Bernie's his stance on education, specifically Common Core, and because we've talked college tuition, things like that. So, what's his stance on that, Earl?
One of the things he wants to provide is free pre-kindergarten to everyone. So that would be, that's like a year, I guess, before kindergarten now. He says it's the most important times in kids' lives, so they need to start learning.
They also call for a complete restructuring of the way we do a lot of public school systems. For example, he would argue for a law that would say you can't have a class size of over 18 kids, that all class sizes should be that seminar-style small class. And he would also say that Common Core is good and that government-funded public education is important. But he would call for a different way of executing the
I don't expect you to be experts on Common Core. The people who wrote it aren't even experts on it. But how do you feel about it? About Common Core specifically?
I think that the idea of setting standards for schools to meet in itself is not a bad idea, but I think that mandating that these tests and scores be met, and I think that the way they execute the idea with a lot of the curriculum of Common Core, I think some of the things that Common Core requires to be taught in schools are completely ridiculous, especially going to public school and experiencing a lot of the end of course exams and curriculum they do impose in schools. I think that it's a flawed system.
If I may, in these, can you have another one?
No, go.
In these last few minutes, you've done a lot of research, you've read a lot about Bernie. Is there anything that you haven't been able to share yet that you were really hoping to work into your responses? Or something perhaps, if you don't have something waiting in the wings you're hoping to share, something that you just found particularly interesting or compelling in your research?
What he wants to do is he wants to more than double the minimum wage. So right now it's $7.25. He wants to make it $15 for everyone. So what this would do would raise prices for everything essentially over time. So corporations like McDonald's or whatever, right now they're paying minimum wage to it's not really that big of a job. But now they're gonna have to start paying all their workers $15 an hour, and it's just gonna raise prices.
If we're doing wage control, though, why not just do price control?
Well, that might be the next step.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Give people more money. They're working hard. Actually, McDonald's pays more than minimum wage, so they're just making $15 an hour. Do price controls. Does Bernie say anything about price control? Historical examples, precedent has been set. World War II, wage and price control, the Office of Price Administration. So it's there. There are examples, and we do operate on precedent. And doesn't it just logically follow?
I think that's artificially changing the economy. I think that's you're technically shifting wages and prices around, but I think that you're still losing the value of money as you do it. and you're still inhibiting the growth of wealth in terms of goods and services. You might have more money, but your money is less valuable to buy things and have actual power.
Yeah, and like when you raise minimum wage here, like everything gets more expensive. Like whereas in China or somewhere, their minimum wage is like under $2 a day or something for the average. Like, and that's why at Walmart everything is so cheap there, because all of it was made in China. But like if we raise the minimum wage here in America, everything would just go up dramatically in price.
Why are you going to vote for Bernie Sanders?
Oh, I'm not gonna vote for Bernie.
That wasn't. It's not my question. Why are you going to vote for Bernie Sanders?
Okay, I'm feeling the burn because I believe that the top 3% of long burdened, the lower percent, that the
Okay, good. Thank you, Luke. Why are you feeling the burn?
Well, I'm probably gonna vote for Bernie Sanders because I want to go to college and my ACT scores aren't really looking so good.
Okay, Will. Why are you feeling the burn?
I just really want to not succeed at all and just sit there.
I'm not convinced.
Can we give Will bonus points?
Are you happy, Mr. Conforti?
I'm not at all. Not at all. I mean,
Gentlemen, very well done.
good work, guys. Good work.
hail burn.